What up, tubers? Welcome back to another draft here on Arena. Thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all your magic card needs. Once again, into the pits of best of one Duskmourn drafting as we try to reclaim that #1 spot. Good day on stream. We are at rank 9 going into it. Have a pretty nice looking pack here. A bunch of good cards to decide upon. Roaring Furnace is a cool one. I am not fond of the room deck. And the thing about Roaring Furnace is it generally gets pretty bad late in the game, whereas something like, Glassworks always deals 4. This is good early, but then usually gets worse later on. There are some really good uncommons I think you want to consider here. Gremlin Tamer's probably the best among them. So I think I'm going to go with that, but Skin Ripper's great, Faithful's great, and there's a bunch of good white and blue cards as well otherwise. Oh, well. Okay. I think this is just one of the best rares in the format, so despite first picking a blue-white card, I'm going to have to take Unholy Annex plus Ritual Chamber. Remember, rares and mythics, you can have multiple in a pack. Same thing with uncommons. You can have up to like 5 uncommons in a pack. This is not a good indication of what somebody took, right? Whatever they took, they think is better than this card, but it might very well have been a better card than the Unholy here. So we're not going to complain about it, but we're going to try to read the signals. Analyst, Threats, Mayhem, 3 great uncommons. We'll go from there. Okay. There are 2 different directions we can go here. The Stay Hidden, Stay Silent would be fine in either strategy to go along with the Gremlin Tamer or the Annex. Otherwise, I can take like Egotist, Dragonfire here. I've been really happy with Red-Black in this format lately, but given that I passed the Skin Ripper, which I really wish I had taken over Tamer now, it might be better just to take the Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. This is close, though. All 3 of these cards are very good. Unwilling Vessel now, good. Follow-up, excellent. Cartographer, great. Okay. There is a grand entryway here, which is insane with the Tamer too, but... Whoa. All right. Fear of Infinity over Enduring Tenacity. This has just got to be like the worst of them, right? Hopefully that doesn't send a weird... Hey, look at this. All right, we're in. Actually, with double Fear of Infinity, splashing the Gremlin Tamer is also not going to be crazy. Wow, great blue-black start. I don't actually think I take the Egotist anymore. I think I take the Rat. Well, the Egotist is... no, it's an uncommon and it's too good. Even if it's not going to have as much synergy. Haven't been particularly fond of Fear of Imposters, but it is an enchantment creature for our infinities. Just a really good blue-black start. I haven't taken anything that's lower rarity than uncommon, have I? That is to say, I haven't taken any single common yet. Uncommon, 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 2 uncommons, rare. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, I mean, this is a great start. Entryway wheeling, too. Sheesh. Probably have to take the Leech. But man, that feels like a really big signal to me. 9th pick entryway. The Leech is going to be pretty good in our deck, too. Just cheap interaction's fine, even if it's not very good. Wield the 2nd Egotist. A surprise, to be sure, and I'm wondering if I'm actually supposed to still just ignore it and take the 2-drop. I think so. Weird. Very, very good first pack, though. Damn. Yeah, card quality is looking great. I feel like with this card, you're generally supposed to wait until you can cast Ritual Chamber first, and then after that, cast the Unholy as deemed available or necessary or worthwhile. I still don't like Erratic Apparition, but I think it is better than Amalgam. Ah, well, punished. Okay, let's go to pack 2. Another Gremlin Tamer. We're losing very little of note. I think Ghost Vacuum's pretty weak. It's just so slow. I kind of want to take a second Gremlin Tamer and splash him, but that's maybe a little bit awkward too. I mean, if there's any deck that wants the vacuum, it's a slower control-y deck. Are we even slower in control-y? I wouldn't even say that's true. God, I want to take the second Tamer. I'm going to take the second Tamer. We'll see if we end up splashing them, but there's an Inquisitive Glimmer too, though Fear of Isolation is just too good to pass. There's white fixing, and I'm not losing too much if I take this. Glimmer, Megalodon, Glimmer Burst, Leech. Should probably wheel some of those cards. Yeah, let's take the upside pick. Pretty easy tunnel now. We do want to pick up some rooms for sure beyond the Unholy here, right? With the double Fear of Infinity. It's nice to be able to trigger the bring back on them multiple times. Oh, there's a Skull Snap Nuisance. Great. Surveyor's quite good. 2 creatures for 1 card. One of them's an enchantment. Right now, the issue with this deck is the removal. I haven't seen much in the way of black removal nor blue removal, I feel like. Paranormal Analyst. We don't have much manifest, so I think we're taking the burst here. I guess Cracked Skull is kind of like removal, but I don't think I want that. If I don't get a couple more pieces of fixing, I'm not even going to bother running the Tamers. Crab. Man, I think Crab is usually pretty bad nowadays. But it doesn't look terrible in this deck. These are all like okay cards, nothing exciting. Leech Wield's fine. Crab would be a good sideboard card if we were playing best of 3. I think there might have been a blue-black land that we could get back on the wheel. Oh, maybe too late now. A third Leech? Okay. Yeah, well, maybe we are turning a little bit more aggressive then. All right. What do we got here? Pack 3. So we do have a Fear of Infinity. I don't actually think I would need to take that right now. I think we're better off taking the Meat Locker and trying to wield a Fear. I need more interaction. I already have 2 Fear of Infinities as it is anyways. I think this is the right pick. Could splash Valgavoth too. That's honestly pretty good in our deck as well. I'm not losing too much here. All right. I have 2 Gremlin Tamers, or not Valgavoth, rather Victor. 2 Gremlin Tamers and a Victor. If I find any other fixing for Esper, I just take it. Our card quality will go up even though our mana is going to get worse. I think that's fine. Terramorphic isn't the one I was thinking of. This is close. Keys to the House also is not bad. Bottomless Pool, though, is a really safe, good blue card. Especially when I have all these flyers. Oh, man, that's close. I think the pool is just a little bit better. I hate that. Murder over Meat Locker number 2. Finally a murder. Still need a Unable to Scream if we can find one. What's our enchantment count at right now? 9 enchantments and 4 of them are rooms for double activations. Whoa, what a pack. Holy crap, what a pack. Wow, that's incredible. Blue-black duel, blue-white duel, nowhere to run, and then a bunch of other playables. Oh, this is so close. But I feel like I need the removal since we're lacking on removal. That's tough. I'm not running a second intervention. Another nowhere to run. Oh man, I really need to get a, what do you call it now? Final Vengeance. Second Meat Locker also very good. Yeah, we just have, we just have a very good blue-black deck. Very, very good blue-black deck. I'm almost wondering if we can get away with 16 lands here, but I guess with double Meat Locker, it's probably safer to run 17. These are all fine. So the flyers here are our win cons. Tempo and flyers plus some pings and whatnot. I guess the Egotist doesn't make much sense. 13 enchantments is fantastic. Man, a third Meat Locker. I guess the Machete maybe is actually better than the third Meat Locker with all the flyers. That makes sense to me. I guess I can probably cut the intervention now. Yeah, this is a cool looking blue-black deck. Very cool. 13 enchantments, 5 of them are room, so we are going to mass trigger enchantment matter cards. Look at that curve. Well, quote-unquote curve, creature curve as well. Mono 2s and 3s. That's great. Okay, this deck looks good to me. Let's submit this and hope we can keep improving our rank. Go, go. All right, off to round number 1 we go. Looks like a pretty decent opener. Just needs some Landos. But otherwise, it'd be Dees, Dees, Dees. Turn 1 aggro. All right. I mean, I think my hand's pretty good versus a more aggressive start, but we'll find out. They'll double Fear of Infinity. They don't block, but I mean, they just sit there and gain life. That is... Huh. I don't know if I would call that a good use of Trapped in the Screen, but maybe they have a bunch of removal in their hand. I mean, what, we have 3 Fear of Infinities in our deck? Yeah, I kind of wouldn't mind just like drawing lands the next like 4 turns, honestly. Ideally, another swamp amongst them. Sure, that's fine. Exile a little bit annoying, but... Jeez, okay. A 1/1 and infinite removal, huh? Well, that's really annoying now. They had 2 different exile effects. Actually, they had 3 different exile effects, but more importantly, 2 of them for my Fear of Infinities. That would explain a little bit more why they used Trapped in the Screen so quickly, although... Weird that they used Trapped before Scorching, I don't know. Good. I think I'm just going to make a 3/3 here. And if they have a third, or rather a 4th removal spell, I mean, what can you do? Uh, this is going to be one of those games where it's going to be very easy for us to stabilize if they just brick even 1 turn. The question is, will they do that? Come on, man. Really? Alright, I take 5. They get a Percussionist trigger. They hit a land. That's fine. 1 card in their hand, so... I'm going to go with Leech here and hold up the 2 flash cards. Ragged Playmate. Alright. We're gonna go Chamber this turn. And then ideally next turn we get to level up our Annex and start draining back into the life. Man, they had a wild opener. So nowhere to run this turn into Vessel plus Murder next turn, and that should do her, I would think. They had another Dragonfire, damn. Yeah, their deck is quite good. Actually, it's probably safer to get the Fear of Infinity online. Because if they draw a removal spell for the demon, then getting the lifelinker online is good. Sheesh. Brutal. We stabilized nicely, though. They had an incredible start, but looks like they started to peter out at the end there, and that's what I was talking about. As long as they just brick even a teeny bit, we should be able to come back. And woof, we'll take the first. All right. Rank 7. How we looking here? Oh, I'm going to keep that hand. Obviously needs a blue source. There is a chance I will be running the Unholy out on turn 3. Okay, maybe not so much anymore. Looks like this is going to be a pretty easy murder here on turn 2 then. Turn 1 Optimistic. I assume they're going to be playing an island, yeah. Okay, I am pretty happy with them just doing that. Just need to draw an island now and I'll be good to go. Oh, man. I think I'm going to wait. Jeez. Well, this might be over pretty quickly. Our opponent's played nothing but pretty good cards here, and our draw is obviously not working out. My god. Felt like they might have had that. That's pretty good. They had the Entity plus the Twist Reality in the opening hand. Yeah, what can you do? Ah, this game's very over. That's what we call good beats. Yep. I'm good enough to just concede here, because even at this point, if we draw a blue source, it doesn't do anything. We're just way too far behind. Ay. What a non-game. I think I keep that every time, though. We have just as many black sources as blue sources, but the fact that we drew 5 swamps before any islands is pretty gross. Plus, our opponent just looked like they had a really good deck anyways, and wasn't going to be able to come out of that one. Alright. This hand just needs to find 1 or 2 lands, and it should be good to go. Please, not like this. We're on the draw, our opponent's curving out. We just need to find a 3rd land in the next couple draw steps. Thankfully, there it is. That is a creature, because they manifested into the graveyard something else. Okay, I'm going to kill their face-down card now that they didn't do anything after. Cartographer, not bad. Okay, This is a bit annoying. They have the, oh, they're just going to exile it, sure. I was going to say, they have the Fear of Lost Teeth with the Widow's Walk combo to give it Death Touch and then ping stuff, but... Ay, ay, ay. Man, feels like we're going to have 2 non-games here. I'm running 17 lands. We have equal sources, I mean... Kind of just feel like we're running into some bad luck. I will say, maybe the machete's not good enough. Maybe I should just be running the intervention for some more cheap interaction. Holy smokes, alright. And they have the reverse demon. I do not have that many ways to deal with that thing. I have a bottomless pool and a stay hidden, stay silent, but I mean, even if I can keep it tapped down via other means, they can just activate the ability and kill me that way. God, these games are brutal, man. Frustrating. Yep. So I'm going to take 4 off of these. I'm going to take 2 more from the drain. I mean, what can you do here? It's completely screwed, dude. Man. Ugh. These are always the frustrating losses. Ooh, anytime they sacrifice something, I get drained for 2 now. When your deck's really freaking good. I mean, anytime they sack something, I lose 2 now. I'm going to lose 2 from that. I don't think we have any outs anymore. Oh, well, we got a trade-off. Okay. The demon's unlocking next turn, though. Yeah, just no way out of it. I would need to Glimmer Burst and try to find exactly pool, bounce, but even then it's going to be too late. Man. Incredible deck, some really unfortunate screws. Let's cut the machete and just bring in the Winter's Intervention for another cheap spell. That's so frustrating. Okay. Oh, man, that game where I drew 5 swamps, I actually have 9 islands and 8 swamps in the deck, so, okay. It is what it is. Alright, let's hope that we got the screw out of the way in back-to-back games. We'll be on, be on the play here for game 3. you know, that's just extremely frustrating, that's all. Alright, this is going to be a game where I run out the Annex on turn 3, assuming I find a third land. Alright, freaking saved. We're versus red-green aggro, so this is not exactly where we want to be, but yeah, and here we go. Of course. Oh, they didn't have any plays either. Alright, hey, this is fine. I guess I'm just going to run out another Fear of Infinity here. Pool's great. Hoping they just play like a Wicker here. Exile. Nope, we're not going to allow that to happen. The Manifest. They did bin a creature there, notably, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just use this on their creature while they don't have any mana available. Nice. Yeah, I mean, a painful Phyrexian Arena is still really nice here. Alright, I have to imagine that's probably going to be good enough then. We're going to bottomless pool, bounce their face down card. Make a demon, attack for 4, go up to 16, and then go up to 18 and drain for 2. Well, they're just dead on board, so... we still missed a land drop there that game, man. Even running out the Unholy like that. Crazy, crazy. Hate it. You hate to see a deck this good already on the back foot. Like, do I need to be running another 2-mana 3/3? Is that better than Leech? When we're trying to just sit back with 3 Fear of Infinity? It might actually be. Just go a little bit more defensive here. Since I think our game plan is so strong. Anyways, let's do that. Okay, 2-2, and the ever-important win number 3 possibly ahead of us. That's a mulligan. That is pretty good. Okay. Sadly, I'm going to lose one of my Fear of Infinities, but it is what it is. Gonna just run out the Unholy here next turn, I would think. Unless I find something better to cast. Another creature. Wow, we have drawn a lot of land in a row. Okay. That was 3 lands in a row. Make that 4 lands in a row. Individually, these are all unfortunate circumstances of variance. It just sucks that they happen, or that it's happening in all these games consecutively, you know? Okay. Was what, 5 land in a row before we drew a spell? It's pretty good. I mean, if they don't have a way to kill the demon, we're gonna win. Don't get me wrong. That's how good the Unholy Annex Ritual Chamber is, but make no mistake, I am amused to say the least. Five mana, 6/6 flying. Well, I don't know if our opponent went through a tunnel, decided they don't want to play anymore, or what's going on, but oh, they're hovering. Okay. That's great for us. It's exactly what we want to see. I mean, sure, they get a big body, yeah, but... Oh, do they have Final Vengeance as the last? Oh, my God. Really? They took that long to... Okay, dude. Okay. I'm not going to Fear of Intervention the Stick Twister yet. So they bin the rat off of the manifest there, which presumably means whatever that 5/5 is underneath is a creature. Sure, that's fine. Not preferable, but fine. Alright, make another 5/5 here. We'll just discard an island. Okay, so we can go Leech. Intervention. Surveil. Ping them for 1. Gain 4. Land, lose 2, draw the enchantment. Take 10. There's Altanak. That's fine. They do get to draw a card off of this tapping, but it's not the end of the world. Question is, am I tucking that and making a 3/3, or am I just... I think we're activating here instead. So let's see, I attack here. I go up to 15. I'm going to go back down to 13. Actually, we know that one's a creature. Let's chump that. Or we assume that one's a creature anyways. Really need to find an enchantment this turn, though. Oh, and that thing has reach, too. Okay. Yeah, enchantment here would be huge. Wow, okay. Instead of drawing murder, which cost double black, we drew the double blue card because hilarious things. Are you kidding? Oh my god. That is brutal. And they had a second Altenac. This is so absurd, dude. I'm pretty frustrated with this draft. I think our deck was absolutely incredible, and I mean, that was a game at least, but the losses felt so bad. I feel like if I run this deck back 10 times, we average probably 5 wins. But you know what I say? That's Magic, baby. Fantastic deck. Unfortunate ending. We had so many it is what it is. We say thanks for playing. We'll see you back next time. I can only hope to draft another deck like this because, yeah, it was really good, but sad result. GG's.